Good morning, students, and welcome back again in the social science class. Today, we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 8, Civics, and the chapter name is Government for Development. So, in this chapter, we will read about basically the 5 year plans. So, let us start. See, the government is responsible for the development of our country. Some important sectors of the Indian economy are agriculture, industry and commerce, finance, communication and information, technology, education, health, and family welfare. See, after the independence, we have read in the last chapter, after the independence, so many problems were there. So, in between, some important sectors need the development in our country. So these are the sectors like and agriculture, industry. Main was the agriculture and industrial sector. So in this systematic, these sectors are vital for the social and economic development of our country. So thus, good governance plays a very crucial role in the development. So see in this systematic economic development कैसे होता है systematic proper with the through proper planning. So thus the planning commission was constituted on 15th March 1950. This point also we have read in the last chapter, that planning commission was constituted on the 15th March 1950. And who was the chairperson? The Prime Minister. The Prime Minister was the ex officio chairperson of the Planning Commission. So here are first one. Second one is to formulate plans for effective and balanced utilization of the country's resources. That means जो country के resources हैं उनको effective कैसे formulate करना, use करना and balance utilize करना. This is the main function. Third is to identify the objectives of our economic policy. कि हमारी इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसीज के ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या हैं उन्हें आइडेंटिफाई करना. एंड फोर्थ इज टू एग्जामिन द एक्सटेंट ऑफ द यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज एंड प्रोग्रेस ऑफ द प्लान्स. And last function is to supervise fair distribution of benefits of development to the largest number of people. That means जो भी benefit हो रहा है उसका fair distribution किया जाए, उसका उसके benefits जो development के benefits हैं वो largest number of people तक पहुंच पाए. So the 5 year plans make way for 15-year national development agenda. तो सबसे पहले ये 15 ईयर का नेशनल एजेंडा बनाया गया. दैट मीन्स फर्स्ट 5 year प्लान, सेकेंड 5 year प्लान एंड थर्ड 5 year प्लान. फर्स्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1951 to 1956 एंड सेकेंड was 1956 to 1961 and third was 1961 to 1966. So these 15-year national development agenda that will include, जिसमें क्या include था, internal security and defense as well. So this will be implemented after the end of the 12th 5 year plan जो 2012 to 17 तक last 5 year plan चला. After this, what is 5 year plans? क्या होते हैं ये? See, the planning commission had developed 12 5 year plans. Planning की जा रही है annual plan for the single year. So total 12 5 year and 6 annual plans. So the 1965 Indo-Pakistan War, जब 1965 में Indo-Pakistan War हुआ, severe drought, price rise, devaluation of currency and reduction of resources available for the planning purposes resulted in the formulation of 3 annual plans between 1966 to 1969. So इतने ज़्यादा बैक चला गया था हमारा कंट्री. सो इन दिस केस कुछ 3 एनुअल प्लान्स यूज किए गए कि ईयरली उसको चेकआउट किया जाए. सो द 5th 5 year प्लान वाज टर्मिनेटेड. 5th 5 year प्लान को एट दैट टाइम टर्मिनेट किया गया, विच पेव्ड वे फॉर एन एनुअल प्लान इन 1979 टू 1980. 3 के बाद 3 5 year प्लान्स हुए एंड देन 3 annual plans, then 2 5-year plans, and after this terminate किया गया जो next वाला 5-year plan था, and 1979 to 1980 में annual plan को रखा गया, last 1979 to 1980. So similarly the 8th 5-year plan could not come into effect. उसके बाद 8th 5-year plan भी effect में नहीं आया. So as a result of the fast changing political situation at the center, जो 8th 5-year plan नहीं आया था उसका रीज़न क्या था? क्योंकि फास्ट चेंजिंग पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन, सेंटर में पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन इतनी ज़्यादा चेंज हो रही थी. सो एट दैट टाइम 8th 5-year plan was not used. So this led to 2 annual plans also between 1990 and 1992. So now see what is the importance of 5-year plans. See, the 5-year plans were formulated poverty की, unemployment and the price rise की, इसको टैकल करने के लिए. Second is the 5-year plans led to an improvement in infrastructure such as increased power generation, better communication and transportation. That means बहुत सारी improvement की ज़रूरत थी infrastructure में, just like या फिर better communication या transportation में. So this in turn has facilitated industrial and the agricultural development. And last is the 5-year plans also helped in better distribution of public resources for the purposes of socio-economic development. So in this chapter beta, 2 parts are there, agriculture and the industry. So we are doing agriculture first. See, agriculture is the mainstay of the Indian economy. सबसे पहला mainstay था, and it provides us with food like wheat and rice, raw materials like cotton and jute for industries. Agricultural products like spices, sugar and tea are also important export items जो दूसरी countries में भेजी जाती हैं. So they are valuable foreign exchange. How to increase in agricultural production? See, the importance of agricultural development was recognized soon after our independence. Independence के बाद हमें importance इसकी feel हुई कि कितना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है agricultural development. So in the first 5-year plan gave the highest priority to the agricultural sector. सबसे पहली priority किसको दी गई? Agricultural sector को. So at that time a large number of farmers had small and uneconomic land holdings. सो उस टाइम पे जो फार्मर्स थे उनके पास बहुत छोटी स्मॉल और अनइकोनॉमिक लैंड होल्डिंग्स थी. द लैंड फॉर्म्स फोलोज लाइक द जमींदारी सिस्टम वाज एबॉलिश्ड. वो खत्म कर दिया गया कि पर्टिकुलर जमींदार नहीं रहेंगे. सेकेंड वाज लैंड वाज रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इन ए मोर इक्विटेबल मैनर. दोबारा से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया गया लैंड को. थर्ड इज स्कैटर्ड लैंड होल्डिंग्स वर consolidated. और जो scattered land holdings थी उन्हें भी consolidate किया गया. Next is green revolution. Next topic. See, the green revolution helped to increase the agricultural production by introducing farmers to modern agricultural machinery. की क्या क्या चीज़ें use की गई? Like first one is modern agricultural machinery. Second, high yielding variety seeds, HYV seeds. Third, fertilizers and pesticides and irrigation part. And now we will read about this in very detail. First one is modern agricultural machinery. See कैसी machinery use की गई. Earlier implements like the plow and trowel were used to till land. बहुत पुरानी चीज़ें यूज़ की जाती थी. Gradually new agricultural machinery. फिर नई machinery आई like tractors, sowing machines, threshers also, and harvesters were introduced. And these machines are more efficient and faster. ये machines ज़्यादा efficient and faster थी. So however traditional farming implements are still used in several parts of India. अभी भी कुछ traditional farming implements methods कह सकते हो आप जो generally use हो रहे हैं in the several parts of India. Next is high yielding variety seeds, HYV seeds. Particularly for wheat and rice are extensively used. सबसे ज़्यादा यही यूज़ होते थे. And they have helped to increase the output क्योंकि basic food के लिए wheat fibers, fodder crops, and potatoes are implemented through the two agencies. First one is National Seeds Corporation, State Farms Corporation of India Limited, and other are state seeds agencies. Your other agencies थी. So through this, the agriculture part is improved. Next is fertilizers and pesticides. See, to increase the fertility of the land, the use of fertilizers was encouraged. फर्टिलाइजर्स के यूज़ को एनकरेज किया गया क्योंकि फर्टिलिटी अगर लैंड की बढ़ानी है तो इनकी नीड है. सो द गवर्नमेंट हैज़ एस्टैब्लिश्ड फर्टिलाइजर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट्स इन सिंदरी, ट्रॉम्बे, नवेली, राउरकेला एंड द नंगल. So the use of pesticides also to control crop loss was also introduced. So at that time fertilizers and pesticides का use भी start किया गया. Next is very important part for the agriculture is irrigation. See, nearly 60% of the cultural land depends on the rainfall for the irrigation. Basically 60% part जो था rainfall पे dependent था. So insufficient or late monsoon often results in crop failure and less productivity. So moreover HYV seeds जो थे require abundant water, बहुत ज़्यादा water की ज़रूरत थी. So therefore the government has taken various initiatives to increase irrigational facilities. तो उस टाइम पे सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी क्या था? irrigational facilities को improve करना. So in last in this topic is agricultural research. See, development in agriculture has been possible because of the research carried out बहुत सारे एग्रीकल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटीज़ और इंस्टीट्यूट्स एस्टैब्लिश किए गए बिकॉज ऑफ रिसर्च. कि रिसर्च करेंगे तो हमें क्लियर अप होगा कि हमें किस चीज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट है और किस चीज़ की नहीं. सो द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल रिसर्च एंड एजुकेशन was set up in 1973 under the Ministry of Agriculture. So it is responsible for coordinating research and educational activities in agriculture, animal husbandry and the fisheries, mainly for the agriculture department. And the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ISAR, has also played a major role in the development of the agricultural technology. So this was about the agriculture part. Now in the next class we will do the industries. Okay. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.